Hello, and welcome to the 2021-2022 Scholarship Awards Program. My name is Julie Osborne, and I'm honored to serve as the chair of the Scholarship Committee. I'm glad you're joining us today as we recognize and celebrate those who make a big impact at Wayne State's College of Education. As we look towards emerging from the pandemic, scholarship support continues to be critically important. We are incredibly grateful to our dedicated donors who continue to give so generously to ease the financial burden that goes along with earning a college degree. The scholarship funds you provide make a profound difference in the lives of our students. Thank you. To all of this year's awardees, congratulations. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce our Interim Dean, Ingrid Guerra-Lopez. In addition to her role as Interim Dean, Dr. Guerra-Lopez is a professor of learning, design, and technology and director of the Institute for Learning and Performance Improvement. Dean Guerra-Lopez is an internationally recognized expert in human performance systems. Her work has been funded by local, national, and international sources, including the National Science Foundation, the Skillman Foundation, and the World Bank, just to name a few. She's written 8 books and has over 100 other publications in her area of research. Without further ado, I'll turn it over to Dean Guerra-Lopez.
It's wonderful to have the opportunity to share my deep appreciation for your generosity and the lifetime impact that it has on the lives of our students. In 2021, we awarded just over $630,000 in tuition assistance to College of Education students across a variety of programs, 100% provided by individual donors. Congratulations. We thank each of you for the various types of contributions that made this possible, either by creating a new endowed scholarship this year or by continuing to add to your established scholarship each year. This year's event is even more special because it's the 140th anniversary of the College of Education. It is another wonderful reason to be celebrating together. For 140 years, we have been educating and supporting students, and this support will continue because of your contributions. In particular, we're excited to focus on the Dean's Attainment Scholarship. This scholarship helps students who were unable to enroll in recent semesters for financial reasons to re-enroll and reach graduation. We're also focusing on our emergency fund, where even a small contribution makes the difference for students facing urgent financial roadblocks. This enables us to provide additional support as they navigate their path toward degree completion and social mobility. It's also important to note that while we were able to support nearly 200 students, there were still several hundred students with financial needs surpassing the funds we had available. Over 500 applied for scholarships. We continue to work diligently to spread the word about our students' unmet financial need. While hosting this event virtually for a second time is not ideal, we're hoping that this platform will allow students and our donors to include their friends and family in the celebration of generosity. We usually fill the Student Center ballroom for these festivities, and we look forward to doing so next year when it's safe to do so. So once again, thank you for everything that you do to make our students' lives better, and by lightening their financial obligation of student debt, and for helping them understand that a perfect stranger and fellow alumni believes in their future and honors it with their gift. Now let's introduce the first award. Each year, the College of Education celebrates the life and legacy of Professor Arthur Brown, who was described by those who knew him as a model of what a university professor should be: an outstanding teacher, scholar, and leader. This award was established in 1998 to honor Dr. Brown and recognize the College of Education alumnus who epitomizes these very qualities. This year's award recipients are well known and admired by many of our donors, faculty, and staff. Dr. Janice Green and her husband, Charles Green. Here's more from Paul Johnson.
It was my pleasure to nominate Doctors Charles and Janice Green for the Professor Arthur Brown Endowed Memorial Award. Their careers at WSU, while different, shared a focus on student access and success. Charles started as an advisor in the College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. He later moved to Student Affairs to become director of the Higher Education Opportunity Committee Education Talent Search, a TRIO program designed to encourage and assist middle and high school students in pursuing post-secondary education. Charles was also a part-time faculty member in the college teaching the course Becoming an Urban Educator. Janice was initially assistant director and then later associate director of Wayne State University's Counseling and Placement Services. She developed the Minority Resource Center and launched the Summer Academy. She later became assistant dean of academic services in the College of Education and held that post for a record 21 years. Janice is a champion for the underrepresented, and especially near and dear to her are African-American males, the subject of her dissertation. In many ways, the Morris Hood Scholars Program that she directed was the culmination of her convictions to see more underrepresented men graduate and become certified teachers. Charles's love of working with young people is evident in his religious and civic involvement. Janice is equally passionate about her service to young people and the community. Over the years, Charles and Janice have assisted so many students. When visiting their granddaughter at the University of Wisconsin at Madison, they met a young man who was graduating and wanted to pursue a graduate program. He was very bright, but as with many students, he did not have the financial resources to pursue an advanced degree. They recruited him to WSU, where he lived with them free of charge, and they even provided a car. He earned a master's degree in social work and is currently a third-year PhD candidate at a prestigious university. In 2018, the Greens established an endowed College of Education scholarship to recognize scholastic achievement, encourage continued progress, and assist students in financing their education in the College of Education. Doctors Charles and Janice Green have been generous with their time, talent, and financial support. They have and continually, individually and collectively make outstanding contributions to the field of education and are truly worthy of the Professor Arthur Brown Endowed Memorial Award.
Before we hear from this year's Arthur Brown awardees, we have a special message to share from two former students who directly benefited from the Greens' generosity and support, Stefan Carter and Thomas Kay.
I worked for Janice Green from 2013 to 2016. I was a student assistant. Of course, I met her husband through her. By him being a black man in education, I looked up to him. By her being a black woman in education, I looked up to them both extremely. This is my Morris Hood medallion. By me being a man of color and going into teaching, she supported so many of us. So for every one of me you see, there's another 10, 15, 20 other people out here. And I thank Dr. Green for hiring me and most of all, believing in me. She believed in me. Both of them did. Both of them still do. I have 13 brothers and only 2 of us been to college. 3 are dead and the rest been incarcerated at some point in time in their life. So this environment insulated me while I was going through it. I knew what they were doing for me. I always tell Dr. Green, thank you. She always tell me, you know, she said, you did it. You the one went in that classroom and got them grades. And I'm glad I made that decision. I just want to be a lifelong educator and a lifelong learner myself. And it worked perfect for me because I knew no matter what, I had 2 people pulling for me.
No words can really describe the impact that the Greens have had on my life and in my educational journey. They wanted to make sure that, you know, we felt loved, really. I mean, it's no other word to describe it. They taught from a place of, okay, I'm going to learn you. I'm going to get to know you. I'm going to understand you. And I'm going to truly help you. I mean, they really internalized what teaching is all about. Then they delivered it in such a way that we could all gravitate towards and have those aha moments. Dr. Green was my TED professor. He really wanted to make sure that I wrote reflections as opposed to just writing what I thought, might get me an A. He wanted to make sure that, I put down my true feeling, my true heart on the paper. I didn't think that, a professor would take this much interest or a dean would take this much interest in their students. I felt an obligation to kind of be successful, if this person is believing in me, then I can truly be successful. At my school, we do a little chant and it goes like this: GOODJOB, good job, good job. So again, I'd just like to say thank you for all that you've done and all that you continue to do and continue to support. Can't think of two greater educators, people, mother, fathers, to us scholars. Without getting too choked up, I just want to say thank you.
Well, we established the scholarship as a way of giving back. It's very important for both of us to be able to still impact the lives of young people.
I think the most important thing to me is that students, that I have been able to provide an opportunity where students realize they can do more than what they think they can do. I want our young students to think that, that there are mountains out there to be moved. I believe that we owe, those of us that have had an opportunity to go to school, that it is our responsibility to reach back and help others. That's what brought us together, and over all these years, that's what we continue to do, in terms of reaching back and helping others to achieve.
Help these students to incorporate it into their minds that, yes, college is possible, not just to enter college, but to exit college with a degree in hand. If we can do something to lessen that load, we felt we had to do it, and scholarship is the way to do that.
We saw that others were doing it, and we knew that if they could do it, we could do it. But also, I think what inspired us both is that the number one question that our friends and colleagues or families that we would meet would ask, what kind of financial resources are available at the university? So we recognized that there was a tremendous need for funds.
It was, we can do this, and we need to do this. We must do this because the need is so great.
We just hope that we'll have an opportunity to continue to give, that we want to build on what we have done, that forever students will need monies. The curriculum may change, the buildings may change, but the need for financial resources will continue.
The Kathleen Riley Corey Endowed Faculty Development Award was established by Howard and Beverly Riley in memory of their daughter, Kathleen Riley Corey, who earned her bachelor's in education, her master's and ed specialist certificate from the College of Education. She passed away from breast cancer in 2001. The fund was established to recognize faculty achievement, to encourage continued academic progress, and to provide assistance to faculty who demonstrate significant contributions to the college. It's my pleasure to announce that the 2021 recipient of the Kathleen Riley Corey Endowed Faculty Development Award is Dr. Erica Edwards. Dr. Edwards is an assistant professor of educational leadership and policy studies. She's currently in her third year on the tenure track. Dr. Edwards has established herself as a productive and generous community collaborative researcher. Her research uses intersectional theory through a Black feminist orientation to explore the lived effects of educational policies and practices in the experiences of Black women and girls. She has secured external funding for the project she leads, shares her expertise with colleagues across the college, uses her work to inform both educational research and applied practice, and has published in well-recognized journals. Dr. Edwards, we thank you for the outstanding contributions to the College of Education, and we're excited to share in your continued success.
Congratulations, Dr. Edwards, on receiving this prestigious award. It gives me great pleasure to introduce two of Dr. Edwards' students, Julian Frazier and Dejanay Douglas, who have a message of their own for Dr. Edwards.
Dr. Edwards is currently my advisor, and initially she started off as my instructor. After having a course with her, I knew that Dr. Edwards would be the perfect advisor for me and would help me excel in my program. Dr. Erica Edwards is very caring. She is charismatic. She's Black girl magic. So when you see a professor or someone that looks like you in your program, it helps you identify and connect better. And I just loved everything about her vibe. She's very open, she's warm-hearted. She's just an all-around phenomenal person. I believe Dr. Erica's impact as a researcher is innovative. She's breaking boundaries. She's stepping into lines that haven't been crossed before, just by pushing things such as the critical race theory, intersectionality, feminist theory, topics that may not have regularly been discussed in some of our other courses. She is making it known that it is okay to be yourself and be accepted in all your true colors. So to be able to say that I am a PhD candidate at Wayne State University is beyond my wildest dreams. So I am the first in my family to go to college. And so my whole family is rooting for me. I have not graduated yet, but my entire family calls me Dr. Dejanay already. All of my peers were close to the finish line because of our wonderful faculty here. I'm just thankful that, hey, we're in a pandemic, but we're still getting PhDs. I definitely will take a lot of the things that Dr. Erica Edwards instilled into me into the future. One of the biggest things is just going against the norm. Keep going forward and be you. And I just want to pour into my students and be available as Dr. Erica Edwards is. I want to congratulate Dr. Erica Edwards for all of her phenomenal work, and I encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. You are really making a difference, not only here on campus, but in the community as well.
So when I think about a faculty member and the characteristics that I know many students like myself have expressed that we want to find in a faculty member, Dr. Erica Edwards embodies them all. She's someone that is funny, she's someone that's knowledgeable, she's someone that goes the extra mile. And for students like myself, we need someone who is all those things and more. We need someone who's patient and someone who's kind. Someone who takes the time to listen and seeks to understand before being understood. And that is what Dr. Erica Edwards is to us. Someone who just from day one just opened really our eyes to seeing something better than what we thought was the best. So Dr. Erica Edwards has had a tremendous impact on many students, especially students of color, but I can probably speak for all students and say that her impact on us has been renowned. We are so appreciative because, had it not been for the small things that she does and just really helping us be able to go above and beyond ourselves, we would not be the students that we are today, or the doctoral students or the doctoral candidates, the researchers that we are today. We discussed a lot of topics that made, I think, a lot of folks uncomfortable, including myself. But these were topics that are in critical conversations that have to be had, and it taught us from an educational standpoint how to be able to do these as leaders. Just her work on Black feminism, Black culture, anti-racist work. I mean, that is something that none of us really had any idea about, but because of Dr. Erica Edwards, we are enlightened and our mindset is broadened, and because of her, we're in a better place today than we were when we first started this program. Dr. Erica Edwards really embodies someone that is tenacious, someone that make sure that there's equity and excellence in all that she does, someone that understands how to really be able to bridge the gap between where students are in their learning and where they need to be. Someone that just goes above and beyond for us as a friend, as a mentor, as a leader, and just so much more for many of us students. That's really why we've been able to make it this far in our program, because had it not been for Dr. Erica Edwards, I know many of us would not be here right now.
We've put together a montage of student messages who will share firsthand the impact scholarship support has on their educational journey.
I'm Catherine Knopf, and I'm in my 5th year of the Community Health PhD program in the College of Education, and it's housed within the Division of Kinesiology, Health and Sports Studies. There's honestly no other way I could picture my graduate career. My PhD in community health, this is exactly how my interests in psychology intertwine perfectly with my interest in, a healthy lifestyle. Everything that I love all combined into one. Ask anybody what their top 3 stressors are. Guaranteed financial stresses within the top couple things for everybody. Financial wellness ties in with all the other aspects of wellness, which is something that I teach in my Dynamics of Personal Health class. Financial and emotional wellness are directly impacted by scholarship help. The financial support truly makes the greatest difference in a student's career. We can follow the path that we're truly happy with and fill our personal cup with joy based on this support, from this support directly.
I chose education because I think that the program does an excellent job of giving students the real life and the real world experience during the class sessions. I graduated during the pandemic when things hit peak uncertainty and nobody really knew what we were going to do. The scholarship has helped me feel more at ease knowing that I can continue my education and continue to pursue my dream of becoming a therapist in order to help those that are disadvantaged in my community.
I am a mom with 3 kids, so being able to receive a scholarship is huge. This has helped me focus more on important things like focusing on building my knowledge for my profession, becoming successful, focusing more on helping students and my colleagues, focused on building on research.
Hello, my name is Tommy Dickey, and I'm a 2nd year student at Wayne State. My major is sports management, and I just want to say thank you for choosing me to receive this scholarship.
I want to start off this video by saying thank you so much for choosing me to receive this scholarship. It has meant so much to me and my family. I always wonder every single semester how I'm going to pay for school, and it has always been something that I found myself struggling with. I'll be graduating in May, so this has also helped me be able to finish strong and hard and reach the goals I have for myself as well.
I would like to give a huge thank you to all the generous supporters helping students like me accomplish their goals. One of my most proud moments as a Warrior was representing the university and the College of Education as a member of the swim and dive team for 4 seasons. If the opportunity is available to me as a high school teacher, I would love to work as a swim coach at the school I work at. Once again, thank you so much for all of your support.
I chose to go into education because of the many teachers I have had during my time as a student. They have inspired me and shown me what it truly means to be a role model. Being able to receive these scholarships has meant so much to me because I have been paying for my tuition by myself for the past 2 years. So being able to receive and use these scholarships towards my last semester of college has been an amazing blessing. A huge thank you to all of the donors, but especially the ones that are supporting me, for recognizing my potential and ability as a teacher and for awarding me their scholarships, because it really does mean the world to me.
Thank you to all the donors for your generous donations, which is enabling me to become an administrator. Currently, I teach kindergarten and have been an educator for 10 years. It's my goal to become an administrator and mentor new teachers. I had tears of joy when I saw that you funded this upcoming school year and show that you all believed in me and my endeavors. Once again, with a grateful heart, thank you.
I've pretty much always known that I've wanted to be a teacher. I've grown to truly appreciate and value the importance of learning and education. In terms of scholarship support, it's been a tremendous help. to my student experience. You know, it's nice to have visions and dreams for what you want to do in the future, but there's always a financial burden that looms over those dreams, and having financial support from scholarships helps to ease that burden, which is something I am extremely grateful for. So thank you to all of the donors here tonight.
This scholarship is going to help with paying for my remaining graduate credits and allow me to allocate some of that money that I had initially set aside for tuition to pay for childcare for my 2 children. So I'm incredibly grateful to have a little bit of extra funding that I can put towards my tuition and then be able to make sure that my family is taken care of as well. I'm incredibly grateful to the donors who are able to help students such as myself achieve their dreams, and I'm just really, truly grateful, so thank you.
I knew at Wayne State I would be able to work with wonderful professors in order to make change within my community, such as in Southwest Detroit through the Upward Bound program, as well as nationally and globally through the development of research and the publishing of articles. And all of this has been made possible with the receiving of the Home Scholar Funds. Without it, I really don't think I would be where I am today. And I'm so thankful for those who make it possible for me to continue my education. Thank you.
On one hand, I was excited for the prospect to study in a Research One institution. On the other hand, I was disturbed, worried because of the financial burden that comes with PhD studies, especially as a first generation student from underrepresented background. My financial burden was taken care of by wonderful and loving people I have never met before, and I really want to use this platform to say a very big thank you to all those who have made my dream a reality. I say God bless you.
I didn't know if I was going to go back to school and get another degree after my undergrad, and I'm really glad that I made the decision to pursue a degree here at Wayne State. The scholarship is super important to me, and it's really impacted this final stretch of being able to pay for my degree and not have to worry about how that's going to happen. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much to the donors. This is super important work you're doing, and I'm incredibly grateful.
I love the camaraderie and the community of the College of Education. We all have the focused goal of making an impact within our wonderful community of Detroit. This scholarship really is going to make a huge impact on my experiences as a student, especially as a student of color who faces a whole array of different things being in the higher ed space, and to have the financial support backing up this journey really does mean so much. So just want to say a huge thank you to all of the donors.
I chose the College of Education because it has always been a goal of mine to inspire and create change for those who need it the most. Scholarship support means a lot to me because it gives off the impression that people believe in you and what you want to do with your career. I think I can speak for all the scholarship recipients when I say thank you to all the donors that chose to believe in us, our prospective careers, and our dreams that will change the world.
First of all, thank you so much for donating towards my education, my life. It changes everything to be able to have this type of support, and I just want to say a big thank you.
Before the College of Education, I wasn't very social, but I started a book club. I'm peer mentor for the ESA, and I am also a student ambassador for the College of Education, and I am also starting a Aspiring Educators of Michigan chapter at Wayne State, and I feel like I have made myself better as well as the College of Education better. I just want to thank all of the donors that supported me and decided to choose me for their scholarships. It means a lot.
I'm proud of how much I've grown personally and academically throughout my program, and I'm so excited to continue my journey at Wayne State. When I received the scholarship, it was a sign that I do belong in graduate school and that my hard work is recognized.
I chose my major in sports management because I've had a love for all sports since a young age. Scholarship support has impacted my mom and I greatly, allowing me to pursue my career to the fullest at Wayne State University.
As an immigrant, a first-generation college student, and a mom, one of the things that I'm most proud of was obtaining my associate's degree and now working towards my bachelor's degree. So knowing there are people who don't know me, that believe in me, makes me so happy and give me the encouragement to keep going. You are truly making a difference in students' life. Thank you.
This scholarship allows me to focus on class. Should it have gone to someone else, I had already decided to take a semester off just so that I could save enough money to pay for the next semester. Now I can focus on my studies. I don't have to take a semester off, and then I can graduate on time. And because of your generosity, because of this scholarship that you created, I am able to do that. I can't thank you enough.
Regardless of not having any type of scholarship in place, I was determined to get good grades and pay for school by any means necessary. I saved my money, I took out loans, and just to be in a position where I am now eligible for an academic scholarship, it makes me so proud, and it affirms the fact that my hard work does not go unnoticed. So I'm just really appreciative and thankful for the opportunity to be able to receive this scholarship.
I chose education because I wanted to be a part of something that I think is important. I was honestly a little worried about how I would pay for this last semester, but receiving these scholarships has relieved a lot of stress, not only for me, but for my family as well. I want to thank all the donors for helping out myself and my peers.
Receiving this scholarship, this incredible honor, will help me to continue to pursue the academic excellence that I strive for every day. It will also help me to prepare to fulfill a leadership role in education that embodies a steadfast commitment to educational equity and always doing what is right for students in elementary, secondary, and higher education. Again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for this opportunity and the kindness that you have shown me.
I am teaching English language arts in 7th and 8th grade in the Detroit Public Schools Community District. I love it. I love the kids. I will take your award, your generous award, and I will apply it to my tuition fees. Again, I am grateful and thank you, thank you, thank you.
As we conclude today's program, I would like to extend gratitude to everyone who worked to make today's event possible. First, I'd like to acknowledge the Scholarship Committee, including Lysandra Dawn, Michael Norman-Goot, Heather Landani, Monty Pulowski, Beverly Schneider, and Jasmine Ulmer. Special thanks also go out to Mary Barden, Director of Philanthropy, and Tracy Walker, Associate Director of Marketing and Communications for the College of Education. Finally, I'd like to thank all of today's presenters, as well as Donna Carroll for her work on the program booklet, and the team from Development Communications led by Hannah Orlicki and Christine Wedge. This program would not be possible without each one of you. Congratulations once again to all of the award recipients honored today, and thank you to our generous donors. Thank you all for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next year. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay warrior strong.